This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
It's because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real. always unpredictable.
I think that's taking it to another level.
Yeah.
Log on and join our live conversation.
He said this as we were coming on TV.
DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Monday, June 3rd. We are live and we're talking about what you're talking about. Right now I'm here with Stephanie and Brandon. I'm Jeff. Erica has the night off tonight, guys. Let's get to it. We have new video just in of Miley Cyrus. Over the weekend, she was in Spain when a fan got way too close. Check this out. Wow, did you see that? That fan tried grabbing her hair and even tried kissing her. Her husband, Liam Hemsworth, was trying to get her through the crowd when this all went down, and Miley is in Barcelona right now for a music festival. She hasn't commented on the incident and no word on what, if anything, happened to that attacker. That's not cool.
That's scary. That's too much time, man. Like, I counted like a solid 2 seconds. And, you know, you think about it with Taylor Swift and the stalker that she had that broke into her house twice, Halle Berry, Rihanna. They all go through with these stalkers. That's enough time for some crazy, some lunatic to go through stab, grab, grope, kiss, that sort of thing. And you saw Thor look back. The video cut off, but it looked like Thor wanted to go back into the crowd.
Well, I'm surprised it wasn't. I'm surprised, like, if you're watching this video right now, I'm surprised because you see security come in, but not like aggressively.
No,
I wonder if they're, see how that guy's not like too worried about it? I don't know. It just, I think people are getting a really blurred message of what celebrity is like, because the social media people really feel like they know these people.
Yeah, we're like Brandon said, we see it with like lots of celebrities so many times, and it's actually really scary. And we see it with Rihanna when she's been on stage before performing, and people have tried to grab her, pull her off the stage, and I just think people get so obsessed with people and feel like they know them because of social media or watching them on television, and they have this false sense of like entitlement, or like they can comment on their lives, or you know, they can say whatever's on their mind to them. And I don't, you know, have a little bit of respect, I think, and you know, they're human beings too.
Absolutely. All right, guys, Kevin Spacey just made a surprise appearance in court. Let's get up to Raquel Villanueva. She has news at the moment.
Spacey walked into a Massachusetts courtroom today for a pretrial hearing. Now, Spacey is accused of groping an 18-year-old man inside a Nantucket bar in 2016. Earlier this year, the former House of Cards actor pleaded not guilty to indecent assault and battery charge. His lawyers want the case thrown out of court, claiming important texts were removed from the accuser's phone before it was turned into police. Now, the next court date will be next month, and if the case does go to trial, that will happen in October or November.
All right, thank you, Raquel. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. All right, guys, Money Ain't a Thing for Jay-Z. Remember that song? That was a good one. Jermaine Dupri and Jay-Z, right?
Great song. Classic.
I love it. Now he's the first hip-hop artist to have $1 billion fortune. That's according to Forbes. That fortune is made up of art, real estate, liquor, and investments, and Forbes is breaking down his net worth. With $410 million in liquor, wow, that includes Ace of Spades champagne and his cognac brand, $220 million in cash and investments, $100 million in Tidal, his music streaming service, and $75 million from Roc Nation, his entertainment company. Put your rock up in the air.
Put your rocks up. Sorry, Steph, you don't know what that means.
You don't know that, Steph? All right, his music catalog is worth $75 million. His art collection is worth $70 million. As for real estate, he has 2 homes in New York and 1 in California worth $50 million total.
Like he said in the verse, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. I mean, everything he touches is gold. And another thing he said was turn crack rock into a chain of 40/40s, meaning where he grew up, Marcy Projects in Brooklyn, one of the most notorious crime-ridden neighborhoods in Brooklyn. For him to go from that to be a music mogul, and like you're reading off different things, art connoisseur,
man,
and Roc Nation Sports. Let's just talk about the athletes he has underneath his sports agency. It's unreal. Congratulations to him. And I mean, like I said, everything he touches is gold.
Yeah.
Like Brandon said, he came from a really, really rough and bad area, and this just goes to show that, you know, you can achieve absolutely anything. He's so inspirational, and he's like a creative genius.
Yeah.
And what's really nice is that how he has invested in multiple different creative arts, not just obviously music. And yeah, I think literally he's like the luckiest man in the world, and he's married to Beyonce just to like top it all off. I mean,
I'll take the $480 million in real estate.
What? If someone offered you Beyonce, like be
Over
married,
$480 million
what
in
would
real
you-
estate.
I'm taking the 480 mil. Are you
the
crazy?
real estate. Yeah.
Are you being serious?
I can get fiance with 480 million. I don't need the real Beyonce. I can get a fake Beyonce with 400.
She ain't going anywhere with that billionaire. All right, guys. Robert Pattinson may be the next Batman. A rep for Warner Brothers says he is in negotiations to play the character, and now the film's director, Matt Reeves, tweeted this. This is a gift of Pattinson. He also added 3 bat emojis. So is this a done deal? Nobody has confirmed yet, but this could get some fans upset because there's already a petition going around to replace Pattinson. And Pattinson will join other big names who have played the role, including Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton, and George Clooney. But we want to know, DBL Nation, who would you want to be the next Batman? I got a crazy pick. I'll kick it off.
Go on.
Mark Wahlberg. He's got the body for it, so doesn't really need a suit. That's a great mask.
I love
but
that.
he'd be a little bit more street Batman. He wouldn't be the high-class Batman.
That's a funky Batman right there.
I get it, though. I can see it happening.
Oh, I like it. Thanks,
You
Steph.
see him as a billionaire? Like Bruce Wayne is a billionaire. I can't see Mark Wahlberg playing a billionaire, the funky funk.
I know.
What was
It was just
funk
the
band?
first thing that popped in my head. And although he's a businessman, too.
Yes, he is.
All right, so I'm going to pick a British model and actor. He's called Alex Pettyfer. He was in I Am Number 4, kind of a bit of a flop of a movie. But with a face like that, you don't need a mask.
Nope.
Look at him.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nope. If there can't
He's
be
a hottie.
if there can't be a black 007, there can't be a British Bruce Wayne or Batman.
Oh,
Sorry.
here we go.
If
Go on.
Idris Elba can't be James Bond, then he
I'm all
can't
for
be
Idris
Batman.
Elba being James Bond, but you know, I don't know why it's not happened. It's very disappointing.
It could happen. Who's your pick?
Let's go with Adrian. How do you spell
Grenier?
Grenier.
Vinny
Oh,
Chase?
Look at
There
that.
you go.
Yeah,
He's got
that's
some
good.
street in him. He's got a little bad side
Ooh,
to him.
look at that with the
Yeah.
beard.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Remember?
It looks all right.
Remember this? Remember this? Can we get the camera? You kidding me? I am Queens Boulevard.
Hey.
That was pretty good.
But
you ever watch Entourage? No?
You never watched Entourage, Stephanie?
No, I don't like it. Well, no, I've heard about it. I think it's more of like a laddie thing. It's like the boys' Sex in the City, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think
Yeah,
you're
so
right.
I know what it is, and I've like seen bits and bobs, but you know, I know that
Bits and
guys go
bobs.
wild for Entourage.
What's a bit and bob?
Like a bit and bobs, like you know, a little bit.
Like bits and pieces, but what's a bob?
Yeah, like a bob was an old penny in England. Like give us a bob, like a penny, like a dollar.
Give us a bob. Will you be a
You
good
got a
lad?
bob or two?
A bubble?
A bob or two, like you know, a couple of quid, pounds, dollars.
Wow,
Anyway.
now we're getting far
Anyway.
away.
There we
go.
All right, guys, we're moving on. Singer Shaka Khan has some free life advice for all of us, so we better listen up. It comes with the announcement of her new wig and hair extension line. During an interview about the new line, she had a few tips, including embrace your age. That's a good one. Your hair is powerful than you think, more powerful than you think. Turmeric daily. Have you ever known anyone try that?
Yeah, a few people actually.
Really? Is that good for you? I got to try that.
Turmeric, yeah. You can. It's really good. You can have turmeric lattes, and they're very delicious.
And the last one was stop using ice. The cold water is a shock to your system. I'm not buying
know if I
that
believe
one.
that.
No, you're not supposed to. When you're thirsty, you're not supposed to drink cold water because it takes longer for your body to digest it and hydrate.
But doesn't that make you lose more calories? I heard that you have to use up more calories
because
to break
your body
down.
has to heat it up.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm talking about when you're thirsty, you want warm water because it goes into your bloodstream or your system
So
faster.
true story. If you drink tea when you're hot, it cools you down.
That I don't believe at all.
Honestly,
That's a bit and bob. That's not right.
How come I
It's
sweat every
true.
time I have a cup of tea over here?
Well, I don't know. You must just be a sweaty kind of guy.
But also, and she gave the same advice to Mary J. Blige. She says, get out of your own way. She said this before. And I think that's something that everyone goes through, like being too much in their head and stuff and not being present
Good advice.
in the moment. So turmeric and get out of your own way.
There you go.
And ice water. Good advice. Bitten bulbs. DBL is live. We'll bring you breaking news as soon as it happens. Coming up, rumors are swirling right now about Bradley Cooper and his girlfriend Irina Shayk. Is their relationship a little shaky? Nobody. Plus, celebrities are kicking off Pride Month. How one singer is really trying to make a difference. That's coming up.
Best
Hey, it's Monday. This is a song to start your day. It's not the morning, it is
I didn't even
late.
catch that.
The last show of the DBL plate. Yeah.
Man,
Stuff, are you just talking?
I was doing like a kind of song/rap, which no one was obviously listening to.
You
but
Like my rock
well,
stroke?
kind of.
I had her
like my
listening to
shaky joke?
Migos one time, and I was like, see if you can understand what Migos is saying. And she kind of can understand that country accent, and she was saying this
Who,
stuff.
Steph?
Yeah, she was
I
rapping
don't
it.
think I was very good though. My rap skills are. What was the song I rapped here when they?
Yeah, you did.
What was it here? And it was like the worst. Honestly, it was hideous.
King in it, them like a stir fry. In
Yes,
the
stir
kitchen,
fry.
that
Oh,
like
yeah.
Stir fry.
Yeah.
That's right. We did rap that song.
Yeah, I was awful. I think like I don't know. British people just don't have that.
Why? They talk fast. How about like the Cockney accent? They talk really fast.
Yeah, but it's not like a rap. It's just really fast.
Well, I mean,
And they talk in
if you
slang.
talk really fast, you
They
can.
talk in slang, so they say like bizarre words like apple and pears means something else. Like it has everything has alternate
I
meanings.
thought it was apples and oranges.
Apples and pears mean stairs. So like they talk in a whole other language, like with random words.
rappers, are there?
Not
Oh, there are
many.
a couple.
There's
They
a
just don't
couple.
blow up that big. Well,
In
21
England,
Savage.
In England,
21 Savage.
Wait, didn't he get deported?
He got deported. There's another guy in London, Mims or
yeah.
Mibs. He's on like a couple Drake songs, but.
Stormzy, go check out Stormzy. But he's amazing. But it's more kind of like grime slash.
Yeah,
Then like
yeah.
hip hop rap. Oh, the streets are amazing. The streets, amazing choice. Dan, 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 dan. I think you're about an 8 or a 9, maybe a 9.5.
Welcome back to DBL. Is it breakup season already? It seems like it with all the news out of Hollywood tonight. Singer Fergie has officially filed for divorce from husband Josh Duhamel. Apples and pears, whatever. And Khloe Kardashian is giving us the dark details of her breakup with ex Tristan Thompson. It's time for a new segment we're calling On the Rocks. All right, let's start with Bradley Cooper and his girlfriend, model Irina Shayk. Tonight, rumors are swirling that the two are having trouble, and Page Six reports they're, quote, hanging on by a thread. They do have a daughter together, and there are rumors they're just staying together for the child. But this all comes amid rumors of a romance between Bradley and Lady Gaga. Remember, the two were in A Star Is Born together. No one could deny their chemistry on screen or the looks. Remember this? Look at the looks during their Oscars performance, huh? Yeah, that's not all. Gaga is finally breaking her silence on her split from Christian Carino. At her Vegas show last night, she reportedly talked about how it's different performing now. The two broke off their engagement in February.
I wonder why it would be different performing now.
Because her heart's maybe broken.
But, I mean, as we see from Adele, as we see from other singers, they put that pain into their music, and we get great albums. So
That's true.
I'm hoping it'll be different for the good of her career and the good for her fans.
So Lady Gaga always says that whenever she hits like a new level, a new high, whether she achieves like the next greatest, I don't know, whether it's award or she's gone platinum or whatever it is, she says she's got a curse of whoever she's with at the time, it never works out. And she's been engaged a couple of times. And it's
Really?
always been a similar kind of cycle. And with Bradley Cooper, I mean, we've heard like these rumours with him and his missus for a long time. But I don't think he's interested in Lady Gaga. I think she's interested in him. I reckon she'd have given it a good go. She'd have given it a good go.
Why do you think she's more interested in him?
You can just tell, like, the way she looks at him, the way she acts around him, like, when they were singing, she's like, I don't know, she's like, what's the word where you're like so like taken over by someone?
Enamored with them?
Yeah, you're like
is she performing?
infatuated.
Don't you think she could be
She
performing?
could be performing, but I definitely think it's more one-sided. I think like he's obviously directed the movie. He wants a big name in it. She was the right person, so he's put up with it. But
All right.
They need to just put that to bed.
Yeah, I don't think
they need to come out and say
I think
something.
people want it to happen, but
they've
it's
said
not
they
happening.
have said like nothing's happening though. They've said that loads of times.
All right, well, let's get to the next couple. Tonight, we're learning Fergie has filed for divorce from husband Josh Duhamel. This comes nearly 2 years after they announced they were splitting up. Fergie also wants to change her name back to Stacey Ann Ferguson. That's a bad move. The two have a 5-year-old son together. She's asking for joint custody. So we knew about this for a long time. I guess they're just trying to stay together to make it work for the child, but we knew they were split up anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they said years ago that they were separating, so I guess now it's just more finalised, or maybe they've come to more friendlier terms when it comes to the divorce. It might make things easier because there'll be a lot of money involved.
What about changing her name to Stacey?
I think that's really random. I think that's a really bad name, and Stacey Ann isn't like the most glam.
Maybe she's trying to take
name.
back who she is, her original identity. I mean, they went through a lot. That couple went through a lot with each other. So I'm just hoping that's something that ends amicably, because it looked like they had each other's back for quite some time. So you split up, things happen, you got a kid, but at the same time, I hope at least they can stay friends.
Yeah, I hope so too. All right, guys, it's no mystery. Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson's relationship is on the rocks. The two broke up after Tristan cheated with Kylie's ex-best friend, I should say now, Jordan. Now Khloe is talking all about it in the latest episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Let's listen.
I know I love him, but still, I'm not going to act like nothing's wrong. He counts. It's been 7 months, and this, I'm like, so it's been 7 months. He also needs to know your one stupid weekend or whatever you did. Look what it did to, 3 years of a relationship. You just demolished it by that. So was that worth it for you?
And Tristan was on last night's episode, but his face was blurred. The two have a child together named True. I don't think they're getting back together.
Absolutely not. I didn't think it was going to work from the jump. I mean, just come on. And then all that came out, especially when, she was pregnant. That video came out. But, I hate
good luck to all the couples.
Right.
It didn't have anything to do with he cheated on Khloe with his ex-girlfriend, so coming in, it wasn't a good start.
Absolutely
No,
not.
I think that's always a big warning.
Yeah. Coming up on DBL, Taylor Swift kicks off Pride Month dressed in rainbow from head to toe. The powerful stand she's taking for equality next.
Are you one of
Hi, DBL Nation. Welcome back to Double Jump. I'm here with DBL co-host Stephanie Jones, and
hey guys,
we saw Aladdin together last night.
Yep.
And I thoroughly enjoyed the experience. I really like this adaptation of it. What do you think about it?
Okay, I loved the storyline was very similar to the original. There was a few little twists and changes, a few added extra songs that were not in the original piece.
Very true.
But overall, I enjoyed it. Did I love it? And would I really rate it? Probably not. But is it worth a watch? Yeah, I'd say so.
I would say Will Smith's singing is a little rough in that. Sorry, Will, we love you. Like your genie kind of made up for it, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, I loved Will's genie. I think he definitely, I loved his humor. He was very fun. Some people said that they felt it was like really old school humor, like that wasn't so funny anymore, but I thought it was.
Yeah, I guess maybe we are older, so that might be why. But
Maybe.
I enjoyed it. I think I heard some kids laughing in the theater.
Yeah, and I think, you know what, Princess Jasmine, she was the pink Power Ranger in a previous, obviously, the Power Rangers movie. I thought she was phenomenal.
I agree. She stole the show. She
Yeah.
really did. Her voice, her acting, just the character she played. I think they did it right this time to make an adaptation, not just sticking to the old storyline, but giving it a new life and a new ending. And I thought they did a great job with her storyline.
Okay, would you go to the theater? Would you wait for Redbox, or would you just like not see it at all?
All right, just because of the songs and how it's grandiose, I would tell you if you have kids, you should see it in theaters because they'll
Correct,
enjoy the
yeah.
experience. It'll be really fun. If you're just wishy-washy and have some kind of nostalgia about Aladdin, I would say maybe wait to see it at home.
If you want to take your grandkids, take your kids, go to the cinema. If you want to watch it for yourself, wait to watch it at home. But it is a show.
Welcome back to DBL. Happy Pride Month from all of us here at Daily Blast Live. June is recognized as LGBTQ month, so what does that mean? Stonewall riots of 1969 at a gay bar in New York City put gay rights in the national spotlight as protesters were fed up with being harassed and criminalized. 50 years later, members of the community and more celebrate in colorful style at elaborate parades across the country all month long since the first ever march in 1970. And celebrities are posting in support. Ellen Page shared this photo with her wife. They got married last year, and Taylor Swift rocked rainbow for the iHeartRadio Wango Tango show over the weekend. She went even further, writing a letter to Republican Tennessee Senator Lamar Alexander, urging him to vote in support of the Equality Act, which protests LGBTQ people from discrimination at work, schools, and public places. Tons of brands sport rainbows in solidarity with Pride Month every June, but how are those companies actually contributing to the LGBTQ community? Is it authentic? Is it genuine love for the community, or is it just good marketing?
You got through a lot right there. That was a lot of copy.
That was, buddy.
Great job. But we just talked about Jay-Z, who's been open about his mother, Gloria, being lesbian. I talk all the time about my sister being lesbian, and she goes to these pride events, Pride Phoenix, Atlanta Pride, Miami Pride. So it's something that before I didn't understand it, but then you're asking her, you're talking to her, and it's more than just a party. She's going there more to just to do more than just party. She's going to be with other people who are like-minded, think like her, and they go and they have a great time, like uniting. So.
Yeah, this is like a celebration of who you are, and the thing that a lot of us take for granted is that you know, heterosexual. I can't say the word.
Metro or hetero?
Heterosexual.
Heterosexual relationships have obviously, you know, been completely never been, you know. Oh, I can't think of my words. I've gone completely blank.
Monday. It's
a Monday. No, basically what I'm trying to say is we take it for granted sometimes what other people have to go through just to be with the person that they love. And in some countries you are still stoned to death if you're found out to be with a member of the same sex, which is completely just crazy. So I think things like this are very, very important to, you know, support your community, be proud of who you are, and celebrate how far we've come.
Yeah, and we talked about this earlier, and I was kind of on the fence because I didn't know if some companies were kind of just using Pride Month to celebrate or maybe make a dollar is what I'm trying to say. Make a dollar in support of it. But I guess any support is good support, right? Because they're running their business, they need to make money, but I guess you know, if you're on LGBTQ side, it's a good thing.
Yeah, these celebrities have got the biggest platforms in the world. Like they're more popular than some of the world leaders. I mean, they can't change laws, but they can certainly bring awareness.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's important.
All right.
And I was going to say, if you are that company, then your employees, there are members of your employees who are LGBTQ. So.
I like it. All right, guys, the cast of BH 90210, I hate that, is sharing some behind-the-scenes moment. Let's get up to Raquel.
Well, Jeff, you're going to have to hear me say it again. The cast of BH 90210 is back together for the reboot and in real life. Tori Spelling shared this bikini photo of her co-stars Jenny Garth and Gabrielle Carteris. The show might be based in California, but they're currently shooting in Vancouver. Tori also shared this snap of the crew, saying she's glad to have them as roommates for the summer. BH 90210 will premiere on Fox August 7th.
Thanks, Raquel. I'll be watching, but I don't like the new title.
Oh, dear.
We'll be RB.
Oh, gosh.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Good hair doesn't just...
Hey guys, welcome to Double Jump. I'm Steph Jones, and today I'm going to be reviewing Elton John's Rocket Man. Yeah, I saw it last night. It was absolutely incredible. The costumes, the sets actually blew my mind. The story was very different to what I was expecting. Obviously, we've known Elton John for decades as the ultimate kind of original rock star, and he really played that role very well, but it gave me an insight into his life that I never imagined possible. The sex, the drugs, the alcoholism, the kind of self-torture of his life, it actually was quite depressing. And also, it was kind of portrayed in a whole musical format. I wasn't expecting that. If you remember the Bohemian Rhapsody biopic of Queen, where it showed Freddie Mercury's life and then him performing on stage as the music element, this was a completely different vibe. So Elton's songs were used to express different times of his life and emotions, and it was really quite heartfelt, and I was surprised at how damaged, if I can say that, how damaged he was as an artist and how his upbringing was. One thing I thought that was really interesting was a couple of the people from work I went to see the film with said they thought his upbringing was really sad, but to me, it just seemed very British. So there we go. I would say definitely go see it in the cinema if you're an Elton John fan. If you're not massively into musicals, Redbox, but I definitely think it's worth a watch. It was awesome. And yeah, come back next time for more DBL Jump. Ragged Man, Elton John, super great costumes, singing.
Welcome back to DBL. Before we go, you have to see the new teaser for the upcoming Lion King. It dropped today. Let's check it out.
Simba, you have to take your place as king. Come home.
We're here! Oh, everyone, calm down. We're here. The backup has arrived.
I can't wait to see that. I'm going to bring my son for the first time. I'm going to try the movie theater, but he loves animals. He loves the old Lion King, so I can't wait to go see this.
That will be amazing.
Yeah, he's going to freak out.
And look how excited we are just off of that trailer. We haven't even heard the music.
I know.
Yeah, the performances in it just yet. And I think this movie was a part of all of our childhoods. Now to see it in 3D or live animation now, I'm excited.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
We're on countdown.
The circle of life.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That was bad.
We had loads of comments
Let's
about
go.
Batman. Jay Satori on Facebook says he can't see Robert Pattinson as Batman. Lisa Lynn on Facebook, she wants George Clooney. Cheryl Hannah, says Chris Hemsworth would make a great Batman. We've had Channing Tatum, suggested by Leslie K. English on Facebook. And good old Kyle Baxter. He says he's got mixed feelings to see Robert Pattinson, but he loved Ben Affleck and Bale. Thanks.
Ooh, well, there you go. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy Monday.